So today we will be covering about the part 3 of this series, and where we'll be seeing the code overview and different code files present in Visual Studio Code. So before that, you should cover part 1 and part 2 if you want a deep understanding of this project. So let's switch to the Visual Studio Code directly, and let me minimize this. And here you have two different main folders where we have the public folder and an app folder. So in the public folder, the assets and the uploads, so all the things which all the images which are uploaded from the front end will be visible in this folder. And in the assets we store all bootstrap related, CSS related, and different static images, JavaScript files, SCSS, and different vendor files. So we'll be placing in this asset folder. We have a main file index.php. So at the when the page main page loads, so index.php being called, and at that point of time we are starting the session. We are requiring a init file, so it actually initializes all the different core files. So let me show this. In the core section, you have init.php where it is requiring three files. So it is all the three files are being loaded when it is called. Let me show what all code is inside on this files. In the config.php, we store the link and the app name. So this is the root link actually. In the when you're hosting this on the any of the hosting website or domain, then you need to replace this part with that with your domain name. We have a connection.php file where we are giving the connection related connection strings. So db user, db password, db name, and db host. So this is for the local. This is for when you are moving to the server. There you need to replace it with the db user and db user password and the db name. You can keep db host as the same. We have functions.php. So all the functions which are used in this complete project are being placed here. So let me explain some different main functions which are being used everywhere in the code. So we have a query function. So here we make the string and we make a connection. We make the different statements and we execute the statement with this command, and we store the result, and result are maximum in the form of array when we call like this, and we return the result, and according to that we process the other data. So let me go to the index.php again. So you now understand what is the use of this init.php file. After that we are constructing the URL. So we get the URL from the browser, like for example we have this URL. So, and if there is no URL no present, then we are redirecting to the home page. So home page is being defined in pages home.php. I will be covering this all these pages afterwards. We are converting to lower string to lower, and after that we will separate all the different parts of the URL, and we are getting the page name, and we make the file name like this. And so this is actually a dynamic way of calling different files from the pages. For example, if your page name is home.php, then in that scenario home is being replaced here and this is being called, and according to that we check if this page exists, then we load that file. So this is a very dynamic way of doing this stuff. You don't need to call everywhere in the code. So we are using the index.php in a dynamic way. And if do not find the file name, in that scenario we are serving the 404.php. So 404 PHP is this one, page not found error. So after this index.php, when it is being loaded at first, then we are going to the home page. Home page means the landing page of the website. So this is the landing page and it has different sections in it. So I will be explaining the home page. So this is the hero part of this, and we have the main part till above the footer. So let me explain from the code perspective. So I am going to the pages section. Inside it, we have home.php. So let me first minimize all the different parts of it. So at the first, you can see the hero section. So this one is this part, and above it, we have a header. So we have a header.php. So it is in the includes file. So all the reusable code we will be placing it in include folder. So for the header we have header.php, this one, and you can see the complete header is being defined here, and we load all the CSS files in this header section. And I also have placed the script of Google tagging. So it is basically used for the indexing purpose when you are indexing your website in the Google Search Console. So I go to the home page. We have header, we have a hero section. After that, we have the main section. So this is the main section. You can see how the code is being commented properly, and how the sections are being separated from each other. So the code looks neat and clean. So first of all, we have about section. So about section, when you go to the get started, you get the about section. So this is the about section of this website. We have our values. We have the fact section. So values, we have different counts. So it is basically the fact section. We have features. We have portfolio, testimonial section. We have a team section, testimonial section, team, and after that some blogs are being placed on the landing page, but we have a different section for the blog. So these are the recent blogs. So three blogs right now we are showing. We at the end we have a contact page. So this is the contact page as you can see, and after that we have the footer. So this footer is coming from includes this part, and here we have used the footer. So this is the structure we will be using in each and every page. We always use the header and footer, and this part of code is reusable. So I've covered the home.php. Then we go to the front end and we have a main part, blog. It has different pages. So at first the blog will be called. So this is actually the slug of the blog.php, and it is maintained internally by the code, and it is very much useful for the search engine optimization and user friendly URLs. So we have blog.php file for this section. When we click on blog, and at first all the posts are being loaded, and you can see the two main section. So it is the complete section is divided into 12 parts of Bootstrap. 8 parts are being used for the post for different cards. All these cards are being loaded dynamically, and the 4 parts are being used for the sidebar. And in the sidebar, we have search, categories, and recent post and tags. 4 sections. Let me show inside the code. So you can see breadcrumb. So this blue bar is a breadcrumb, and this is maintained from this code. And after that, you have the main section, and in the main section, you have this part and this part. So this part is being loaded, this article new. It is being loaded from the article new.php. So you can see some coding is done here. So you can see I've limited the results of all posts to 10, and after that pagination will work. I've set the offset, and in the query I've limited the result to 10 for a page. So according to that we will be working, and it will be all the post, or when you do the pagination then the post will load fast. We use the rows for querying our query, and some logic here for the comment section, and then we include the article new. So let me show what is in the article new. So article not new PHP contains actually the complete data related to the article. So this is a repetitive part which is being used. So it has a image section, it has a title section, it has some link section, sharing options, and read more button, and you have some content. So all this reusable part is being coded here. Image part and title part, you can see 4 parts are for the image. So this complete 8 part of Bootstrap is being divided into 12 parts. Then the 4 parts are for the image, and the 8 parts are for this section. So you can see the Bootstrap classes are being used: title, links, these links, again the link section for the sharing options, WhatsApp and Facebook, and the main post content section, and it is being limited to 100 words. And a read more button, you can see the read more button. So like this is being dynamically loaded. Each individual entity is present in this article new.php. Let me close this. Now I will be showing you the sidebar. So you can see 8 parts which I have told you, and now the 4 parts of Bootstrap, and here I am loading the sidebar. So it is also a reusable code, and it is in the includes section. So when you go to the pages include section, sidebar. So let me open the sidebar code. Let me minimize. So here you can see the search bar section In the search bar section, I am searching the results on the basis of the content and on the basis of title. You can do make changes here if you want. After that, we have a category section, and in this, we are storing the dynamic categories coming from the DB with their counts. You can see. So when I click on the trending, I load the results of trending post and this article new what I've told you earlier. So will be using the same reusable code again and again for news and politics, for health and wellness. So we are storing categories dynamically, and inside that we are storing the post cards dynamically. So it goes here. Let me show you. We get all the categories. Now we do some logic, and we are using the for each loop for getting the categories dynamically. So we make a query, and inside that you can see category list item. So this is the list item small where we have the category name and the count. So in the category list item, I will show you what code is being done. It's very small. So we have a list item, and before that we are using the unordered list. Oh, let me show the blog.php. I think I've closed. Okay, it's here. And in the sidebar, so I've used the category list item here. I will go to this page, list items I'm getting, and here I'm getting the category slug. According to the category slug, so category slug this one, according to that, I will be getting the count, and all these categories are being loaded dynamically. After that, we go to the recent post section. So I'll go to the blog.php. In the sidebar only, we have recent post section, this one. Here's some query, and we are using a for each loop, and we are including the post item .php file here. So you can see all these post items are coming dynamically from DB, and we have a reusable entity, this one, and this is present in post item.php. So here we have defined post item.php. First of all, we have image. We have defined a h4 tag, and inside that we are placing this title. All the values of we are getting on the basis of slug. We have a datetime section, this one, and we have formatted to this. So this part of code is reusable. And we have a text section. Text section you can see at the end. Right now it is not being made functional. So this I will be doing in later part, but you can do according to your needs. Currently I don't need this tags, so I have not coded it. Okay, so we have covered the blog, we have covered the post. So when you click on the read more button, you get the post, and the main post is here. We are having the sidebar also. So that's why I was reusing this on this page. So on the post you can see we have image, we have the title, we have links, and we have content. We are showing the category here, different tags which are defined. We're storing here the author with his image and his title or some content about the author, you can say. We have a comment section. So all these are being coded on post.php here. So you can see at the first you have a breadcrumb section. So some PHP code goes here. We have the main, and inside main we have breadcrumb section like I've shown before. We have a blog section. So inside the blog section, it is being placed in a container and in a row class. We are using 8 parts of this, as I've told earlier. This part for the image, here it is. We have title, this one, and we have different link sections till here, sharing options. Actually, this is being used for the content. So all this is, you can see in the content I have an image Google, you can see. So this function is connecting to the main content, all the images of the contents. We have the trending and tags. So you can see here, this part. Here I'm getting the categories dynamically and you have the tags. So tags you can use use the different keywords from your content and use them in the tags. After that you have author section. So author section is being placed here. So this part is for the author. In the author you have image, rounded image, name of the author and some description about the author. So all this is is coming dynamically, as you can see. User info is also coming dynamically. Otherwise, this is the default line. And at the end, you have a comment section. So the comment section is being placed here. Some PHP code, and like this comment section is being shown. This one. This is the complete form where you load the image of the comment commenter or the person who is commenting. You store his name, email, and comments. You post the comment. So this is a form which is posting to comment.php. So you can see comment action, comment underscore action.php. Here the code for the comment is being done and we are redirecting to the post again and we are showing the comment here. So I think I've covered all parts of it. Let me minimize and let me check anything is left. So I think every part of the code is being covered. Now let's go to our flowchart. So this part is covered and I wanted to say you that if you want the source code, then you can WhatsApp me on this number. I will give you in the description. And at the end, if you like the project, please like and subscribe. And this is the last part of the series. And in the coming videos, I will be covering more projects. Thank you.